Hi. Ooh, hello. What happened? Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Hello. Hi, Ray. Alright, thank you so much for the resub. Oh my goodness, look at you. 2 months. Also, look, we have new sub badges. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, monsters, I'm sorry you're not here first, but you are here extremely early. Even though you did call me old earlier, which is kind of offensive, but you can't see your words. I'm sorry, I'll fix it. I'm gonna fix it, okay? Don't worry about that yet. Hello, Hangry and Val. I think I didn't say hi to you two yet. Hangru, my favorite. Let's see. Alright, I'm so sorry that I didn't play the announcement, the thank you announcement. That is my bad. Well, it's because I don't have it set for the starting soon thing, I think. Look at that forehead. Wow, there's a lot. Val, I am so sorry that you're not having a great time. Let me get this chat fixed. Where's my chat box? Where is my chat box? There it is. Oh, it's tiny. Font. Black. Oh. Well. There we go. Thank you, Streamlabs. Thank you so much for testing that out for me. How is everyone doing? How's everyone doing today? How are we doing? Are we doing good? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Not gonna lie. How's everyone else doing? Well, I'm very sorry to hear you're stuck in a game of Uno. I imagine you're not doing very well then. Well, that sounds amazing. Here, let's get the captions on. Oh, you had it there for a while, just trying to get rid of it? Fair. I understand that. Nice. Now we got subs. So, well, subtitles is kind of what I meant. Not done the study, but you have to study. You've had one card left 18 times. Goodness gracious. Oh boy, yeah. Ray, you were the first one. You were the first one here. I don't remember Korean either. It's the pain. It's real bad. 19 cards? You were talking about cannibalism. I love that. I am so happy for you guys. You know what? What's important is that y'all were making friends. Alright? That's what's most important. Not... Actually, you know what? We've had this cannibalism conversation a couple times. Maybe not with you guys, but... You know, a couple times. It's kind of warm today, which is really surprising. There we go. The counter is being really strange on the other computer, but it's fine. It's just like 5 off, you know? It's all good. It's all good. So remember last week whenever I was like, it's okay, guys. I'm gonna play all of Chapter 5 in one night, and I didn't. Yeah, well, I think it's Chapter 5. I'm pretty sure we're on Chapter 5. That's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna finish Chapter 5. Maybe even play a little Chapter 6, because tomorrow is actually gonna be a pretty busy day for me, and I didn't get enough lotion. And I don't know when I'll be back. I imagine I'll be back before the stream, but I might be absolutely pooped, because I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Ray, I'm gonna need you to stop doing stuff in the Discord. I'm joking. You can keep posting. I'll just close my tablet so that I can't see it. It's very distracting. Well, hopefully I didn't change anything else about the stream. Okay, look. I'm slow to start, but you know, oh my goodness, monsters, did you know that we had my Alexa give us a joke last time? I don't know if you did, but it's in the clips if you want to see it. She's muted right now because she kept going off whenever I was supposed to be like presenting today, and that was embarrassing. Oh, I did? I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. All of our conversations are special to me, okay? Oh, this is the wrong game. This is the wrong one. We almost played the V3. That would have been Wow, that would have been crazy. Throwback, right, guys? Yeah, you told so many jokes, and then you didn't you? Then you didn't. Okay, so we did the raid, and you gave Mo so many jokes. Is that better? Is that better? I'm sorry. I know. I know. My ears too. I'm sorry. I know it was loud, but I didn't know how loud it was. I'm sorry. Will you ever forgive me? Oh, monsters, you forgive me? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad someone still loves me. Oh my goodness. Look at all these notifications. They're all from Ray posting in the Discord. Or the pig. The pig in the Discord. That one's really something. Really something. Goodness gracious, it's still going. Okay, alright, great, that's great. Y'all wanna jump into the game, maybe? I wanna play a little game. Voila, okay. Oh, it's not on the right game either. Why do rappers need umbrellas? I'm sorry, the only thing that's on my brain right now is umbrella, Ella, eh. That's it, that's all I've got in my head right now. Oh, for drizzle. Alright, well that's... Yeah, okay. I guess that's better than mine. I guess. I just like to be right just this once. I'm sure I've tried this before, but what happens if I don't go to the trial? Right, yep, I've definitely tried doing this before. Because it tells me I have no choice. It's been a while since I've got to just hop into a... We showed up together? What? It's just hop into just a trial. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together? Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. Oh yeah, that's why. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Time to raid? No, we just started! No! What? Val! Makoto's ranked high enough for you two guys... Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? No, Val, I cannot believe you. What, are you jealous? Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? What? Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. What did Jay-Z call Beyonce when they were engaged? Beyonce? Beyonce. Beyonce! Oh, that's so good. That is so much better. Oh my goodness. It is not raid time. Guys, we are 14 minutes in. 14 minutes in. What? When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10. What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet? Could it be? Maybe he died again? How do Minecraft players celebrate? They sit there and they crouch. And then they eat food together. They throw food at each other and then they go... Right. By throwing a block party. How come none of my punchlines are ever... See, this is why I have to go on Twitter making egg puns. By the way, if you hadn't seen my egg... Have y'all seen my egg tweet? You probably haven't seen my egg tweet. No, don't ban Monster. Monster, you post important stuff. If you haven't seen my egg tweet, I might have lost a follower for this. Hold up. This is what so we're part of the Egg SMP, remember guys? Remember? And so they asked, the Egg SMP asked, what are you most excited for? So I said, what am I most excited for in the Egg SMP? Well, I'm ecstatic for the exceptional lore written by the extravagant Winchestra, Winnie, love Winnie, talent, mwah. And I don't mean to exaggerate, but the trailer, I got a sneak peek. It's no yoke, y'all. Oh right, and I can't wait to start using egg puns. What can I say? What can I say? Ugh, I'm just that funny. Monsters is a bar? Bar? Nice. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or what? Jesus. Yeah, you're a bar. Just a line. A bard. Yo, did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that?
What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we?
What did the man say whenever he walked into the bar? Bar pint, you get a pint of beer, you get shots, you get... I don't know! What did the man say whenever he walked into the bar? Ouch! Oh, he said ouch! He didn't say, I want a glass of this, or beer-o or something. Hello, but beer, what are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've been waiting for you.
Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay. So it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
hey,
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko? Kyoko? You're still alive! No! That's a ghost! Stop talking. What's the difference between ignorance and apathy? Well, I mean... not knowing versus not caring?
Monsters!
It's because it's a joke.
I'm very bad at jokes, guys.
Apparently I'm very bad at jokes. Stop talking.
If you want to fight, do it in the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
what?
Monsters, if it makes you feel any better, Sprout also gets murdered in Act 1. And Sprout is Val's son.
So, you know, speaking of Sprout, where is the small plant? Where is the sapling?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish. So spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty. Officially. But I'll bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you.
When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us.
No! No, Monster, we like your jokes. We like your jokes.
Huh? He's right. Now we've got to deal with a ghost. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me! Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we wait too long. I'll be happy when this trial is over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started.
What if I don't?
I'm joking.
Thank you, just dropping by and say have a good stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you dropping by. I hope you have a good Friday.
Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement.
Gonna leave a tab muted in the background. All right. We love that. Love that.
I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So, that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
What? This is important information. Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial. Okay, Makoto? Right now I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said. Right? Right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the doors slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was a blinding light of despair.
Oh, what a room.
Wait! I can't wait!
So few, I know, there's so few of them. Oh, I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show.
Oh, no, that's at the end. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Do I want to say? I'm running out of save space. We'll just not save. No, we'll have to save one more time. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. We'll just start here. Monokuma File 5. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Exploded body analysis. The explosion has burnt the upper half of the body beyond recognition. The upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking wet while the bottom half remained dry. Fake nails. The body was wearing notably long fake nails. Tattoo on the right hand. The body had a tattoo of a dog on the back of the right hand. Fragments near the dead body. There were bits of charred debris near the body. It should be noted that the bomb which had been removed from Monokuma in the gym had disappeared. It's hard to imagine these two events are unrelated. Yikers! Yikey! I know. Sprinklers. The sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30, and this time is impossible to change. As such, it can be assumed that the body had been in the garden before that. Jesus Christ. As such, it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet. When the body was found, 7 a.m., Makoto wakes to the morning announcement. 7:30 a.m., Makoto and Hina arrive in the dining hall. 7:30 to 9 a.m., Makoto meets the others in the gym, and together they head to the headmaster's room. 9 a.m., Toko is told to find the pickaxe in the garden where she discovers the body. Knife at the crime scene. The knife found near the body was the same knife that was used to stab it before the explosion. It is also the same knife that Toko had given Makoto for safekeeping, and the knife the masked assailant was holding when they attacked Makoto. However, attacked is a strong word, seeing as he was never actually physically harmed. They just stood menacingly over his bed. Tarp. The tarp was hidden among the other items in the tool shed. One side was wet and filthy with mud and grime. The other side was completely clean and dry. Chicken coop chickens. The number of chickens in the chicken coop had decreased from 5 to 4. Yasuhiro claims that there were, without a doubt, 5 chickens just before the nighttime last night. I saw that said nightmare, that's why I changed it like that. Just before nighttime last night. And yet... Byakuya's account. Byakuya stated there was no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed that the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Byakuya also said that he, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Hina were in the gym the entire night, and none of them were alone at any point. Body before the explosion. The corpse had a mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body. A knife had been thrust into the abdomen, and there were bloodstains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet, it was noted. However, that there was no blood on the ground around the body. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Mukuro Ikusaba, female, known as the Ultimate Soldier. She became obsessed with the military from a young age. She disappeared while on vacation in Europe and reappeared in Japan 3 years later. Apparently, every member of Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere on the body to represent their members in the group. Monokuma's account. Apparently, the killing game began with 16 participants, all students. It is assumed that Mukuro Kusaba was the 16th student. Monokuma also revealed that the reason Kyoko wears gloves is to hide something she doesn't want anyone to see. Woodblock key. The woodblock decoration was found in Kyoko's room. It looks like it's actually the key to one of the lockers in the dojo. Titanium arrows. A set of titanium arrows was found in the dojo locker. There appeared to be 10 in total. Bloody duct tape. Along with the arrows, there was also a wadded up ball of duct tape in the locker. The duct tape has traces of blood on it. It is assumed that it is related to the case, but yet nobody can imagine how. Kyoko's account. Kyoko used Monokuma's secret tool, which grants access to any room in the school to sneak into the second floor of the dorms. This area seems to have no monitors or security cameras. Just standing there menacingly. Yes, absolutely, Ray. Glad you get it. I have 2 more slots. 2? What am I gonna do with 2? I don't even think I got Yeah. Well, alright.
More slots. What?
does?
Begin with a basic explanation of the class.
Right, that's terrifying. I would like to unhear that. Okay, right, we know this.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
I'm gonna turn them up a little bit.
Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
It's Kyoko.
No, that's a ghost.
Let's not draw in space.
She has legs and stuff.
No,
Well,
she doesn't.
that's just because
She's a ghost with legs.
she's
Come on.
the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
You can tolerate any?
So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's
Well,
traits to the
Kyoko
traits
is
of the dead
right
body.
here. Actually, she does kind of look like a ghost.
Traits?
She could be a ghost. One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Her piercing glare. Her beautiful... her face that she has and the corpse doesn't.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
They'll give us some insight into
In
the
that
mystery.
case, I think it would
I'm
be
sure of
helpful
it.
if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
We already know why!
And would you happen to know the answer?
Yes, he does!
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't
Oh
want
my
anyone to see.
God. You're so mean to her.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
She's literally wearing
I'm not
them!
convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
What? There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... make your argument! Oh my god. Who left while I was jamming out? I'm offended. Joking, guys. I'm joking. What am I doing?
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The
Because
dead
she-
body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely
Okay.
Kyoko.
Right. I don't remember the commands here. X. X does stuff. It's control. Control is on this one.
That Kyoko. Okay, then prove
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
they got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well,
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, she was wearing fake nails. You can't wear both.
Come on now, man. They barely make gloves the right size
No,
for female hands.
There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
Like,
Whoever
you
it
think my
was,
hands fit
they
in
were wearing
gloves?
fake nails,
They don't.
remember?
They don't. They're too big
I
for most
imagine
gloves.
trying to
Most
wear
female
gloves
gloves.
over
They'll come up
nails
to like
that
here,
would have been
or
a
I'll
pretty
pull them
big
down
pain.
below the palm of my hand, and then I'll have wet
Besides,
fingers.
Kyoko wears
Really
gloves to
fun.
hide her hands, right?
Real fun.
It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
So I can't wear fake nails under it, you know?
Jeez, man.
It's a
you
real
don't know
shame.
women, huh?
I
You're
even have like
complicated
kind of
that.
long nails for me.
If anyone doesn't
So,
know
you know.
women, it's you.
Oh, if anyone doesn't know woman, it's
Kyoko, any
you.
thoughts?
these gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't
Custom
interfere with
made.
my
She
daily
got
life.
them Gucci gloves.
If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Not like she's not right in front of us.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Ah, Ray,
That's the
I'm
first
mad
thing
at
I
you.
said. You're the one
You're
who's been
finally
dragging us
done?
around in
How did you
circles.
lose? Before anything, we have to identify the victim.
2 hours and 17 minutes?
Everything starts from there. Oh, you won! Congrats. Okay. I suppose we can start
Kyoko
with...
really is still alive.
Yes, Kyoko's
Who
still alive!
There's gotta be some way to figure
Some way.
The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma. Oh, if we can't identify the body.
But we can identify the
Then
body.
there's nothing else we can do, right?
Oh, I didn't realize that was the last one. I should have just gone for it.
If Kyoko really... Then who does?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so.
Yeah.
The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma. Well, if we can't identify the body...
And there's nothing else we
No,
can do,
I
right?
didn't hit.
It's all gonna come down to my horrible aim.
I don't think so. And there wasn't any description. Well, if we can't identify the body...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. We can't identify the body. Tattoos are identifying objects. I don't have a tattoo.
There
It's on her
was
hand.
one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
If I got a tattoo, what do you think I'd
real?
get? Like, if y'all were to be like, tattoo that's face and half, what would it be? Like, stereotype me.
Cruel and unusual
Nice
death.
hey, thank
This I
you,
gotta
thank you,
see.
Voodoo.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto.
Also,
Tell us
I
what
dropped
you're
by
talking
your
about.
stream today. Just
The key
saying.
to figuring out who it was
Fiery cat.
is
Wow.
the tattoo on the
Wait,
back
wait,
of
wait.
her hand.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give y'all a free
The
nya.
design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a doll?
Yeah.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Yeah, I'm
Seriously?
What?
You really did something that humiliating?
No!
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
It's literally
Really?
a marker.
If you compare the tattoo and other information we have, the victim's identity should be clear.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba
read.
belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member
Tattoo
of the
game
team,
weak?
each soldier that joins the squad
Mine knows, yeah, it's because they don't
would get a
exist.
tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
You don't know what Fenrir is? The image that represents Fenrir is...
Oh my god. The wolf.
Oh my god. Please, okay. Oh. Whoa. We could be there by now. Thank you.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
The representation of Fenrir is a
A wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge
I really had to go
world-ending
into a mind delve for something
He's
that
the
she could have
child of
just
the trickster
told.
god
That
Loki,
3 out
and
of
the
the 5
female
people here
giant.
could have just told it. Wait, there's 6 of us right there.
After all this time, we finally got
There's
a
6 of
glimpse
us.
of the literary
The 3 out of the
all-star.
6 people of here could have told us, and probably Kyoko would have been able to tell us that too.
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir.
Pretty.
So it must have been Mukuro.
It must have been Mukuro.
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
Not necessarily.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead?
She's not.
And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No, it means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
This is so hard. So
But
hard.
I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to
Oh
me.
god, yeah, they still don't have any of the
Maybe we
information.
shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate
God.
despair in the first place.
Love Hero's comment about finally seeing
After
the
all,
ability of
looking at her
Piku's ultimate.
profile, I didn't see anything
Dang.
that would fit such a description. All it said was
I would
that she
love to
was
see
the
the
ultimate
benefit
soldier.
in his ability, or the ability
If
of
I
his
remember
ultimate. Like,
correctly, that other information came from
no spoiler!
Kyoko. That's what you
No
told
spoilers!
Makoto, right?
I mean, I finished it, and it's really
that
hard for
means
me not to spoil it
Kyoko
this
got it
far in,
wrong?
because I don't know what we have and haven't talked about yet.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba?
No more before spoilers,
She's been gone
please.
this
Some
whole
people in
time,
chat haven't
and when she
played it
finally
yet.
turns up, she gets
And
killed.
chat kind of.
sticks around for a
Usually
while.
when there's a
They're up
scene
there.
where an important character dies,
Hi,
it
Cat.
has a lot more detail.
Yeah,
So you're
you know,
saying she wasn't an important character?
Not that she wasn't important.
Which
She
would
was
mean
kind
she was
of
the same
integral.
as us. Just another participant.
I mean,
Then who's the real
Oh
mastermind?
my god.
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
No.
But how can we trust that? We
We
already
don't
know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
who said it was
My
wrong?
information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine.
This is so hard.
Uncovering the
This
identity
is so
of the
hard because everything I
mastermind will
want to
have to
say, I
wait.
can't
But
say.
remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are.
I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
Can we get on with the
Now then,
story?
just so nobody's confused,
Let
me
me
state
do this one more time for the record.
The reason we're having a class trial
Is because a murder among the students has taken place.
Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains.
What you're saying is that both the
Goodness
victim
gracious.
and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17
No, because he wouldn't have
person
come
who's been
clear and
hiding
told
all
us that there were
along.
16.
Nope. There are only 16
Notice
students
how he
in total that have
avoided
been taking part in
answering
these
Byakuya's
events.
question that time?
Seriously?
Did y'all notice
Then
that?
one
You
of
know why
us
that
killed
is?
Mukuro?
He can't lie.
Who's the killer this
He can't go out of his way to lie.
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Yeah.
Huh?
We have.
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects. Toko and Genocide Jack. Mukuro and the headmaster. Yep, Mukuro killed herself. That's...
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Technically, it could have been Hina.
Allow me to explain.
Like, I don't see why we aren't.
Just after
sus of
nighttime
Hina.
last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm.
No, wait. Before 7:30.
At that point, there was
She
no
showed back
dead
up
body
at
there.
7:30. Dang.
So, the murder must have taken place after I
I
left the garden.
And from the time
However,
I left the garden
Hiro,
until
Toko,
now,
Hina,
I
and
have had
I were
an
in the gym the
alibi.
entire time.
The gym?
The gem?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
Oh,
The whole time we
Oh,
were
how
very
horrible.
careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
see how good that would do
All
you
of which
in
is
the
to
third
say,
game.
the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis.
I wonder if that's
Are
what they were
me?
thinking.
And Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
Exactly so.
So, the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name. But
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well,
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea.
oh, we're not
of
going to
what
talk
time
about
the
our
murder took
fever
place.
dreams?
Doing that might reveal
I'd like
some
to talk
kind of
about our
clue.
fever dream.
Whatever you want.
Man, imagine
Somebody
having
go
a
ahead
fever
and help
dream.
him out.
I don't remember any of my dreams.
Me and
Y'all have any
Byakuya
sick
both
dreams? You wanna talk about
confirmed
some-
that the body
I
wasn't in
mean,
the
we all know
garden
that Ray
yet.
has some crazy dreams.
Well, it was after nighttime.
Ray's
for
like
sure.
psychic.
Say it must have been around 10
It's
o'clock.
a medium.
The
Ray's a
murder
medium.
must have happened
But
after 10 p.m.
anybody else have like crazy dreams?
Then I guess we can say the time
The one that comes to
frame for
my
the
mind
murder
is like
was between
from whenever
then
I was like
and when we found
7-ish,
the body?
six to 8
Oh.
in that age range.
What time did we find the body?
The one who saw
and-
the body first was
and
Toko, right?
I was like,
And
I
she
was
went
in
to
my
go get
old
the
home
pickaxe.
with my family, but it was just me and my mom and my stepdad. The body was discovered at about 9 o'clock.
I got it!
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
The body must have been
Um,
discovered at 9
Sayaka,
a.m.
you dream
since
about
that's when
Sayaka?
Toko went to get the
Our
pickaxe.
state-assigned wife, government-assigned wife? Look, What can I say? I have dreams of being Sayaka. Sayaka also had dreams of being something. It's a shame what happened. Really, really such a shame.
And so we were in our house, right? We were in our house. And
He's right. It
and
had to be around
we were like
then.
going to bed,
So we can be totally
and
sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at
we were
night
all getting
and
up.
9 in
My
the morning.
stepdad and I were like, we rounded the corner, but we still heard
For
the
me,
chair rocking.
I was
Like
already
the chair,
asleep
the rocking
before
chair. My
nighttime
mom was
hit.
in, like,
So
come
I don't have
on,
an
silly, we
alibi
gotta go
after
to
10
bed. And
o'clock.
she was like, I'm not.
But I'm sure I met up
I'm
with
not
everyone
still
else
in the
before
chair.
9 this
And then we
morning.
realized the people in the front porch walking. And
We ran
then,
into each other in the dining room,
then
right?
they knocked on the door.
That was
And this door, and there was this little girl. And this little girl was like, oh, will you
Right
please
around
help me?
7:30. I
Well,
remember
I
checking
lost
right
my
before I
grandparents. I
went in,
don't know where
so
they
I'm
are. And we
totally
were
sure
like,
about it.
Which means from
Dang,
10 p.m.
that
to
sucks. We were actually just going to
7:30
bed. Sorry,
you
best
don't
of
have
luck
an
though. And
alibi.
she was like, no, please, I have to find them. And we were like,
Yeah. No, I'm going to bed.
what game has begun?
I can't run an alibi for that period. Then, yeah, then they're gonna think it's me. Then the murder didn't happen that time. Okay, that'll be easy. And so, she was at the door and we were like, sorry, slammed the door in her face, went to bed. And
We've established a time frame for
God,
the
it's
murder.
gonna be hard.
It took place
That's
somewhere
the wrong
between
button.
10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
And they're like, haha, that was weird.
Yep.
And then
Dakota
we
doesn't
start
have
trying to
an
go to
alibi
bed
for
again,
most of that
and we
time.
hear more knocks on the door, and it's two old people.
It's 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any
Oh, there's like only
objections,
one it could
now
have
would
been.
be the time.
Right, okay.
We've established
And they were
the
like,
time. It took
have
place
you
somewhere
seen-
between 9 o'clock.
Have you
Yep.
seen our daughter?
Yeah, from to 7:30.
Okay, maybe I should pay attention. Hold up.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
I don't see why that makes a difference. Anyways, so they come up and they're like, have you seen our little girl? She just went missing, and we were like,
Actually, the murder couldn't
I
have
mean, yeah,
happened
she's just
anywhere
like
near
she was
10
just
o'clock.
here. Good luck
It had to
finding
have
her.
taken
I mean,
place
she
way
should still be
later.
in the area. Good luck.
and so
And what makes you say that?
shut the door, and so no, we're
Because
still
of the
there, and we're like about to shut
sprinklers in
the
the
door, and then we hear this rattling at the back door,
The
which is like
sprinklers
2
are set to
stories
go off
up
right at
because the
7:30
yard,
every
the house is on
morning,
a
right?
hill, and there's like a porch,
So if
and
the body had
so
been in the
they
garden
it,
before
we hear this
7:30,
like the sliding door open,
then it should have
and
been
then this girl, the
completely
little
sealed.
girl, basically they all came in to murder us, and the girl is like a karate master or something, and that's
The
so they came to kill
was
us.
dripping wet, in fact.
That's all I remember. That's my most memorable dream.
Sorry, Toko, but you're
I don't
wrong.
remember very many
I'm
dreams
wrong?
at all.
How?
Oh God, how's her
Saying
going?
only the mouth down south was wet?
Only the
How dare
mouth
you
down
use
south
such
was wet?
indecent words?
No, I'm saying that the body
Had a
was
lucid
wet,
dream once?
but not
I haven't.
because of the sprinklers.
I think it'd be really neat to be able to like astral project or whatever, but like, or lucid dream, or dream in general. We gotta start somewhere, am I right? You gotta build a dream. But, I'm not really into like the dream journaling thing. I'm not gonna purposely wake myself up. I like to sleep. This is not crazy. I was a child.
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. Come on, guys, come on.
No, not the moment of truth.
God.
I admit nothing. No! It's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me?
Can I get
I
a?
admit nothing. No!
There we go. This is fine. This is fine. We can do this. We can do this. Who needs to reload? Am I right?
I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing.
Can you use your hearts a little faster?
No!
There we go. Final strike. Final strike.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
Shoot!
I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me?
I see new messages in chat.
Nothing.
I'm trying.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
I'm sorry. No, space isn't crazy. Hello, Muffin. Hello, your cousin's being annoying. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. Yes, I want to give it another shot.
Refuse to give up yet.
Can't give up now. Goodness gracious. This is unfortunate. Sometimes I should do this again. Narrator? Whoa, I never noticed that tag before. I hate moments of truth. I'm so bad at them.
I admit nothing. No! This is enough!
Like,
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
it's one thing to just be able to shoot, like, to just shoot them. And then you have to be able to reload. I can't do that.
I admit nothing.
I can't do that.
I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No! This is enough! Are you
Like,
trying
this is, I can do this.
I admit nothing.
It's not even the tempo thing.
No!
It's not the tempo thing. It's the
Enough!
reloading thing.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this.
Final strike. Okay.
How can you say it wasn't the...
This should prove it.
Jesus Christ.
She doesn't like you guys. What? That's unfortunate.
Just remember what the body was like after the
Dang.
explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinkler.
That's okay. Not everyone's gonna like you. Or me. Not everyone's gonna like me.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Shoot.
No, they only got the top wet. The bottom was completely dry.
Toko. Jesus Christ.
Maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason
No.
only the top half was wet was
What?
because...
It was because of the bomb. Because, Toko, you set her on fire. Come on.
While the body was still on fire,
I doused it with water. But only on
the
the
part on fire, the top half.
And the water didn't run down her body to the legs. Like, something about that seems a little off to me, but that's just me personally.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet,
Then the
then
murder
the murder
must have taken place after
sometime after the
7:30.
sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But we're missing
Makoto's alibi was only
something.
missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning.
This is
There's no way Makoto could have done it.
I guess he had
an
an alibi after
all.
all.
Good for you.
In which
Good
case,
for
the
me.
only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi? Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever, which is why I can't let that happen.
Is this a quick trial? No.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
This isn't... I mean, it's a quick trial, but it's not a quick trial.
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop!
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss!
Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair.
In
other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all.
Buddy, are you trying to tell us something? Are you trying to say that you... Did you kill Mukuro? Is that what's going on here?
So that was her motive?
If
she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
Anything to convict someone
lower. All it would take was covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
A certain something the steam was used to cover the body? Could it have been... Oh god, where is it? There it is. The tarp?
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water.
Yeah?
In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
But when would I have had time to go and retrieve the tarp?
Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
I'm still very unsure about why the dirty side was the top.
Clean.
Like, I never understood that. I didn't understand it the first time I played, and I don't understand it this time either.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Sis, you're making me sad. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. I have to. It's the only way.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Haven't we already used this one? We've already used these, right? Probably body before the explosion. I'm not entirely sure we've used that.
The killer prevented it.
Could be wrong.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
What?
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
That's what y'all's conversation, that's what the cannibalism conversation was about?
The blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up,
what?
right?
That's
Yakuya
crazy.
said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some
no.
money.
Nobody can make Kyoko look bad. Kyoko, look, I will throw you under the bus if you think that Kyoko is A, dead, or B, a horrible person who would I love
if
Kyoko.
They had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
I love Kyoko. That's all.
Yeah,
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Look, Kyoko knows what she's doing. The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
But instead belonged to dun dun dun, a chicken!
Where would they get something like that?
Oh, Toko, I think you have
They could
ideas.
have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
They could have. Yeah, you're good job,
That's what
Yasuhiro.
Hifumi did, right?
Good
When he pretended to be dead.
job. That is so. Oh.
That's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
From right there in the garden. They got the blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean chicken.
I got it.
Chicken.
Could
Chicken
it have
time.
been
Chicken blood? Chicken blood is the same as human blood. If you wanted to use some other
When I
animal's
checked the
blood,
chicken
should have
coop
used a
before the
pig. I mean,
murder,
I understand that
There
they
were 5
don't,
chickens.
but
But after the murder, there were only 4.
So
I mean,
you're
yeah.
saying someone killed a chicken?
consensual
and they
cannibalism
covered
is
the
not
body with its blood?
unheard of. But normally it's like after they're dead. They're like, hey man, look, I know we're in a situation. If I die, you can eat me.
They should have
Alright?
at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so
But-
they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which
But
provides
still,
a basis
I'm
for my theory.
not a fan of cannibalism. You know, not really a fan.
But even so, there's
It's
one
not really
thing that
my
still
thing, not my
doesn't
cup of
make
tea.
sense.
You know?
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Yes.
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Yes. Or onto the tarp.
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood
Wait,
on it.
shoot. I messed up. What?
The ground was completely clean.
That's because it's not her blood.
I have to agree.
That's not how
that
she
certainly
died.
is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene.
Maybe
they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered
Yeah,
the
I love
body,
how Makoto
was it
still
wearing
loves
the coat like
Kyoko,
you normally would?
despite the fact that he's look. If anything,
I think so.
this just proves how
Wait,
similar
No.
I
The head
am
was through the
to
neck
Makoto.
hole, but the arms weren't in the
Somebody
sleeves.
asked once, or maybe I asked and I answered for
then
myself.
that settles it.
But
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off,
Makoto.
but the body didn't get
Makoto.
wet because the killer covered it with the
Makoto.
tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the
I
body.
took a nap today.
The
I even
coat
went to
they'd
bed
already
early
covered in
last
blood.
night, and I'm still sleepy.
This series
I'm
of
so
cover-ups was
sleepy.
meant to disguise
What's
the
that
actual
about?
time the
You
murder
know?
occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime
after the sprinklers had gone off
at
at
7:30.
7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
yes, Hina, yes they would.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
What do you mean we were all together? Except for
They
whenever
already had the coat ready,
Toko went.
so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
But
They'd
when?
be done in no time.
Yes, but
Maybe. But still.
how long does the sprinklers run for? That's
After you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Kyoko, why are you trying to frame
Oh,
poor
no.
little
I
Makoto?
headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show
Probably
up till
because
later.
man needed a shower.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Kyoko, I love you, but I don't want to be used as your
Don't
experiment.
bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Inadequate. and the suspicion falls back on me again. But why?
Because there's nobody else for it to fall on!
Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Great, another truth bullet.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
No, square one is whose body was it?
Makoto's alibi is no good, so
We're back
once
to square
again, our
two.
suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it?
Neither of
Let
us!
luck decide.
Let's
flip
flip a coin.
50-50 odds.
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea,
No, it's
right?
not a good idea.
no, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Look,
Well, don't just stand there.
I love
Out with it.
Kyoko. I love
You know
Chiaki.
that knife we found all black and burnt?
I love
The one we found stuck in the
Maki.
body
Oh my
before it
god.
exploded,
I love
right?
Maki.
According to the
love
Monokuma file,
them.
the knife went
All
all
of
the way
them.
through, from front
Chiaki
to
and more
back.
like a haha, that's me. Maki and a like, I'd give my life for you.
So, what about it?
Step on me. Kyoko and like,
pretty
wow,
sure I've seen that
I'm
knife
really gonna
somewhere
be you,
before.
but I'll date you. Like, I'll compromise.
That's
You
what
know,
I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
and I love them. I love all of them. More important, the knife. We give the knife to Naeki. But it was Kyoko's idea, and also Kyoko went into my room last night.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier. Yeah. Then why did you hide that fact?
I didn't hide it, nobody asked.
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious.
Very suspicious indeed.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto.
Well, no, it came from Toko, who found it in a
I'm
room.
totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Well, you're only 30% right, so that doesn't matter. Considering up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer.
You want death? Why do you want death? Are you playing another round of the game? Uno? A fragment to the body?
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
I was afraid of
He
that.
did have that knife before, and that seals it. Makoto did it.
Then how did I explode the body,
Just because I
huh?
had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So
Who
there's no
knows?
question.
Who knows?
I have a
You
Monokuma
took that
file.
knife of yours
God,
and
I
killed
don't.
her with it.
Stab, stab,
What a
stab.
horrible man you are, Makoto.
No death to the mods. No.
Okay,
The
alright.
knife we
We're just.
found lodged in the dead
That's
body.
not control.
It's the same one we gave.
It really is, isn't it?
I was
I was
afraid of that.
If
You want
he
to judge
did
me for
have
my
that
choice of
knife
women? Well,
before,
thank you.
then
Thank
that
you.
seals it. Makoto
Makoto
did
did
it.
it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
The knife.
Okay, alright. Wait, shoot. What are my options here? This guy's dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Before.
It really is, isn't it?
This guy's dead.
I was afraid of that.
Fluid body analysis is useless. Fragments is wrong. One body was found. No. Body before the explosion. I could use that, but I've already used that. Body before the explosion. This guy's dead body. We're gonna try this guy's dead body
If he
next.
did have that knife before, then that seals it.
Just because I had that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
Yeah. You would want Maki to step on you. Good. Good. Good.
Wait, hold on.
Why did you censor
the stab
Toko?
wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be
Wait.
clear from the description of the cover-up we just
It's not
heard.
Toko. I see who it is. I see who it is now. But I only saw Ko and I was like,
No.
that's too many stars. I'm very confused.
Killer covered
Look.
the dead body with his
Look,
tarp
guys.
and then put the bloody
Look.
coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and
Then where's the
once
blood?
to cover it up.
Where's the blood, Yasuhiro? No, there's no way that's possible. God, what did the Monokuma file say? A single time. God. Come on, guys, read the
Monokuma
stuff.
file clearly
Read!
states that there was only one stab wound.
Ah.
Oh yeah, it sure did.
Oh yeah,
Totally
sure
forgot
did.
about
Not like it's your life on the line or anything, man. Totally sorry about that.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
What shouldn't be a problem if somebody would lock his
They
bedroom
probably
door?
stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Was probably meant to do the same thing.
The explosion severely damaged the body.
Not
making
as
it
bad as I would have
impossible to know
expected,
what
though.
really killed her.
Like, it seems like the body
It was
should be a
all the
little
killer's
bit more
attempt to
explosive
destroy
than this,
all
you know?
evidence of their crime.
Just in my mind. What do I know about exploding
So they
bodies?
wanted us to
However,
notice the stab
I do
wound
know a thing or two
and
about
then
exploding
detonate the body
blocks in
afterward.
Minecraft. And let me
They
tell
meant
you,
for us to
I know
latch
like there's
onto the
different
knife
kinds
as
of
the cause death,
explosions,
then destroy any
but that was a
evidence
pretty
proving
big
otherwise.
bomb. You know,
Oh, hey,
I mean
I have a
small, but
question.
big, all things considered. Compared to other bombs, that was a pretty big bomb.
What's the deal with that explosion anyway?
Why
did the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to
My-
use,
my-
you know the answer.
The legs of my pants are riding. I can pull up my
You're so
seat.
smart.
Not my
Just
seat.
tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Sometimes he just says big words to
I
seem
know
smart.
you're dumb,
I'm pulling my
but
footrest.
even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell
Who
her
is
or
guilty?
we
Well, I
won't make
can't
any
tell you
headway on
that.
this.
I can't tell you who's guilty. That would be a spoiler. The only explanation I can think of is this one, is it not? This one? Yeah.
After the explosion,
Ugh.
we found
Val,
a
I can't
tiny
just tell
fragment
you
of
who's
something on
guilty.
the ground near the body, right?
Oh god.
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Goodness.
Huh? You know,
I feel like I've
I've seen something like it
somewhere
somewhere
before.
That's only natural.
I'm
Because, of course,
still confused about how they present their evidence.
we saw the same thing when we dismantled
When
Monokuma.
we dismantled.
It's part
Makoto
of the
knows good and
bomb.
well he had no part in dismantling this man.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute.
What?
They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
This man really doesn't know what he's
And
in
the
for.
only one who would benefit from that
From that.
is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what
That's what I'm
actually
saying.
killed
The
the
handbook has to double as a camera.
That's
But
true.
if that's the case,
It's
what was the
definitely
big deal
bugging
with
me.
Celeste finding a
What
camera?
really
And
killed
why
her?
couldn't people set up evidence like
Fine.
that
I have no problem with that.
any other
Let
way?
us continue the debate.
I'm
It
just
won't change the facts of the case
confused.
regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate.
conversation about this once, about how exactly all this happened. Like,
Then shall we
oh,
continue?
Jesus Christ, what is the difference in these? The explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time. Also been struck in the head with an object. The body is covered with a wound. Okay, file 5 is important. Okay, not that one. Not this one. Okay, it's Monochrome file. Unless
The
it
victim's
is the
fatal
recycle.
injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
No.
And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be
The
determined.
explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Not explosion. Oh, come on.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be fatal injury
And more than that,
on
the victim
something
had suffered
else.
countless wounds across her entire body.
And the problem is I know what it is, but I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to come to the conclusion of right now.
Explosion didn't kill
Well, yeah.
and it wasn't then there's only
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence
Oh, God.
that showed she was hit
No!
on the back.
Ah!
More than that, the victim had suffered
Look,
countless wounds
look.
across her entire. Then
Look,
shall we continue?
guys,
The victim's fatal
guys.
the explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well,
I'll get it one day. I'll get it one of these days.
Oh, yeah.
Are we still fast forwarding? We are.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal
Injury has yet to be determined.
Nice. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
And it wasn't then
Oh, yeah. That's
I don't even think this is it. It's probably the other one. It is the other one. God.
Shoot.
Okay. That's gotta be the other one then.
Then
It's
shall
fine.
we continue? The victim's
Fatal injury has yet to be determined.
the explosion didn't kill her
Okay.
for sure.
Glad I got that. Glad I got that.
And it wasn't then
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Shoot.
then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
It's probably the other way
explosion
around.
didn't kill her for
Well, yeah. She was already told.
and it wasn't then
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, it's the other way around.
Be it. There was evidence that showed
she was hit on the back. And more than that, the victim had suffered
It could be. It's
countless
probably
wounds across
countless.
her Then shall we continue? The victim's
fatal injury has yet to be determined.
There we go. Got it. Mel, what is that supposed to mean? What does it even mean?
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
Did she?
What about the wounds all over the rest of
Is
her
that
body?
how she
They
died?
didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma
Val,
file
thanks
makes it
for
clear
the
that those weren't
water.
fresh wounds.
I get the feeling this is what you were asking Ray about.
If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
Are we really?
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she
Ray,
was hit with
thanks
a
for the
blunt object,
water.
about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit
I don't
someone
have that much
really
water.
bad, it'll
Guys,
hit
I don't
their
have that much
skull
water.
completely.
I literally just finished this
Well,
water.
Maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Well,
No
I have a
way.
little bit of this
The
one, but this
balance
one's
would be
not
all
good.
off. You wouldn't be able
One,
to swing it
two,
with any kind of
3,
power.
4, 5, 6.
I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
feel the same way.
That's
Looks
a
like
bit
we're on
brutal.
the same page this time.
No, Val, what?
Seriously?
Val, why do you
wanna
suddenly
figure out
hate
what
me? I
killed
thought
her,
we were
right? It
friends.
just so
I thought
happens
we were
we
buddies.
already know.
Pals. Amigos.
We already know?
Amigos.
I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto.
Surely
Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Water.
The real murder weapon.
I got it!
I got it!
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something.
Ugh.
And that's what killed her.
And that's what killed her.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
And that something was...
Love it. I love
That's
it.
what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Yep.
Indeed.
That's what it was.
There's no doubt about it.
No ifs,
you sure?
ands, or buts about it.
That sounds...
Kinda weird. It's kinda weird.
How dare you
Kinda
backtalk,
strange.
Master? You have no right.
Kinda
I'm not talking anything.
Doesn't
I'm
work,
just saying
Belle.
what I think.
Doesn't work. You have You have abscess. You have access to the commands. You know, you can go and you can find out what all the commands are and all the aliases for the commands. But that one doesn't work. Huh? Bloody duct tape? What? Considering I'm not paying attention to any of these. Oh, I feel like I'm doing pretty
It was
alright
in
for
the
myself.
dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
Ray, it's just the command.
What's the problem?
The exclamation mark prime is what triggers it. It's not sub.
It said the weapon
Sub
must
doesn't
have
do
been about as
anything.
thick as a metal pipe. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master.
Duct
You
tape,
have no
duct tape, duct
The
tape.
titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound...
Well, because it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe. It seems like an arrow would just...
It seems like a nail would just be too thin.
Love that. Love that.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Guys, what if I made a channel redemption point where I have to scramble the Rubik's Cube and have to solve
Inside
it?
the dojo locker,
I don't really know.
we
I
also
don't know
found
if
a
I
balled-up
remember
wad of duct
the
tape.
one way I know how to solve it.
The killer probably uses
Also,
duct
it would
tape
take me
to
like
bind
3
multiple
minutes.
arrows together.
It takes like 3 minutes for me to
Bundling
solve
them
one of
together
these.
using the
At
duct tape would
least.
easily create a single
I-
weapon as thick as a pipe.
I know it doesn't do anything.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
That's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together
and they become strong.
It's meant to teach cooperation.
It's meant to teach cooperation.
That's harsh.
How is it?
You're harsh.
You even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker,
Well, who knows?
it was you, Kyoko.
How could it have been Kyoko if she can't get into her room? Okay, that's an outright
Oh, no.
lie.
You absolutely
That
have.
you
How can you say that with such
absolutely
confidence?
have. Because that's every time I
Because
see
we
her,
have
that's where we
proof, of
are.
course. Don't we, Makoto?
Buddy, you were just trying to convict me.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer.
Well,
You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
yes, however,
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead
she
to
doesn't have access to her room.
the death of us
As
all.
far as
Remember?
As far as you know.
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves.
Do you not
Kyoko
also
went
have
to the
evidence? Am I
dojo.
the only one collecting evidence here? Is it just I have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo.
I got it!
But I
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo
but she didn't
locker.
have access to her room as far
And
as
how
everyone
does
else
that prove
knows.
anything?
Because I found it in your room.
Because I
In my
found it in
room?
your
Don't bother
room.
trying to play dumb.
You don't
That
bother
key is
trying to play
just the
dumb.
final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You
Not
really
this
are
again.
dead set on defending her, aren't you?
I love her. What can I say?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just... there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why?
How can you
What were you
hate
doing?
Byakuya? Come on. Come on.
That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me. Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? Either. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for
That's enough.
me?
The time for idle chatter is over.
She didn't.
A verdict
She's
is
not trying
close
to
at
frame
hand.
it. No, she's proving a theory.
I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake.
She's
I'm not the killer.
proving
I
her
knew you were stubborn,
theory
but this is just
and
getting
doing it for the
ridiculous.
greater good.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
Can you tell me I'm wrong?
Should know.
Yeah. What? Byakuya should know better than anyone. What have they been doing together? But no! I thought Kyoko loved me. How? What? Sorry. Sorry.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something from me.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Is that what you're...
You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room.
But could I really have done that?
What is Byakuya's account? Is this a... God.
Those words...
God, it's not Byakuya's account. It's a... Ah!
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than...
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is
That what you're...
You said I hid
And then left the locker key in my own room.
correct?
but could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Oh! Woohoo! Got it.
If I'm right,
Makoto's the killer?
Kyoko
It was
wouldn't
him?
have been able to get into her
What?
room.
But Byakuya... Look,
Because she had
Byakuya
given
totally
her room
could have
key
did
to
it.
Byakuya.
It was... Well, it kind of... I mean...
So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
You couldn't have gotten in.
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
Sprout, what are you doing
Am I wrong?
in the chat and in the Discord and not in the stream?
Then
Sprout,
you're
that makes me
finally
sad.
starting to understand.
Sad. Look at me, I'm sad.
No, that's not exactly true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie, but this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us. mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? Zoomy Zoom, hello, hello! What can I do? What should I do? What should I... Zoom in. The mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it, but who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, then we have no choice. Am I wrong?
She loves him too much to...
What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Well, I am a Kyoko's... I would do anything for Kyoko, so obviously we're just gonna let it go. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
I swear I've clicked all of those before. And they all, this is the only option.
So you still refuse to accept it.
Pretty sure this is the only option.
You have to admit that Kyoko
but I also
didn't
know
put the locker key in her room.
That there was an execution that I missed last time playing it.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone.
I don't know how to get that secret one.
Kyoko's room.
But yeah, just in case y'all were upset with me for having just like
there's only
not even tried any other avenues. They all, as far as I remember, they all was my only choice.
Then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all
Well, no,
wrong.
I mean, I know there's the execution
Let's
after
think
this
about it
one.
more time.
But there's
gotta be a hidden side
like I know
to this
there's
case.
chapter 6 and what happens in chapter 6.
Huh?
But
A hidden side?
I don't know there's one that's like in the files labeled secret execution. And I don't know what that is. Like I haven't unlocked it. Zoomy Zoom, thank you for the
Mukuro,
stretch.
who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial.
In the water. I'm running out of water, y'all.
It's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be
And then I sit up and fight my back. Thank you so much for looking after me, Zoomy. I appreciate it.
Everyone can stop talking now.
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up.
What?
Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
In actuality, this is
So
like
then,
twice as
it's
fast as
time
normal.
for voting time, okay? Everyone, please
Wait, is it?
vote using
Maybe
the
not.
lever in front of you.
What?
Voting time?
What? Oof. Didn't do very good. I did not do very good at all. Oh, that's not very many. A lot of coins.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice
Or the dreadfully wrong one.
Hey,
Zoomy Zoom, just because you said that, I'm going to say, what's it gonna be? I'm going to say all of Monokuma's lines. In addition. Oh, is that it? Is that all of them? Sorry. Makoto, they didn't do you very good. They kind of did you dirty in that panel. Like, everyone else kind of looks alright. You don't look very good, not gonna lie. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone.
Good job?
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense! It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. And I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills,
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait, why do I... Kyoko?
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time!
Ray, where's the secret execution? Ray, you've caught my attention. Where's the secret execution? I remember the first time I played, like, I was sitting there like, no, no, no! And like sweating, like, I sitting there sweating, like, huh? No, no, no! We'll just recreate that. It was in this one? I swear I've clicked all those other options before. Was it at that part where I could have exposed Kyoko's lie? Because I swear I tried that. And it didn't give me the option last time. It's like you just keep pursuing it? That would make sense. That would make sense. We'll see.
Alter Ego? What are you doing in my school?
Dang. That's rough. That's a long, long, long way down. This town is meant for passing through, not a moment too soon.
Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that?
Yeah, it had to be.
This
Alter
is...
Ego.
Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell! I don't believe this!
It seems you've finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit in a way that's even that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world.
Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
Huh?
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did
What are
you
you
say?
talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. You missed Makoto. Well, good news. He's the one talking. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend the school. 1, you have to already be attending the high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. Look, okay, Cartman, I love Kyoko too much. Okay, that's essentially what it boils down to. So in the past, last time I played the game, I selected all of them, and it all led to the same thing, so I didn't even bother this time. And then I am told that that is the secret one, that you have to keep pushing her. But I could never do that to Kyoko. I couldn't do that to her. No ordinary student. You already read that. I was blinded by love. Yeah, I was blinded by love. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students, was me. Buddy, you look rough. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then, I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen! Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of there. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. I don't really know what exactly we're rattling, because it looks like it's just a lock. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Buddy, you probably have the means to boil some water. Or boil some liquid. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive! As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up! After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. You have to pursue the lie, and after getting it, you'll be taken back to the major decision of going after the lie or not? Huh. Interesting. Zoomy Zoom, thank you for the sit-up. It's so hard to sit up. Oh god. Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. Honestly, me too. I'd make a proud declaration and then go back to sleep. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left, after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think that at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep. And sleep. Oh! It was like waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. The crunch! What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Yes, the garbage! Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Garbage! Rocket, tank, a desk? Wow, that's probably the desk I fell down here with. Whoa, wow, wowza. What else can we look at? I could retry the trial. I don't know. It's tempting, but I'm also tempted to just play through till the next chapter starts. And, you know, because I'd have to, like, speed run the trial as fast as I possibly can. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched out my hand towards whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells
Noodle Kyoko!
awful.
Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Wow, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all that energy, I need to keep going. Yes, just like, wow. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. That's great. Can we just... But, Kyoko, why do you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or, no. To atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew. Of course she knew that you knew!
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that! You didn't abandon- She abandoned you, buddy. No. That's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. Makoto, the ultimate survivor. Ooh. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive,
In other words,
is so that I can so that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So, you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
indeed.
That's right. At least, I did once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot. But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible!
Amnesia?
That was bad. That was real bad. Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying that you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
I don't think either, Kyoko! Oh my god, we're made for each other! Kyoko, we're made for each other because we both don't think!
She didn't just abandon you. She abandoned us, threw us under the bus, backed up and ran us back over again.
But she came back for us, Ray! She came back for us!
But why would they do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the Mastermind's plans. So the Mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean, somehow, my mysteries may be connected to the mystery of the school. And the Mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, then why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the Mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the Mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The Mastermind? One of us? If she believed it, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memories by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself. Which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see.
No! 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 It's not like Sayaka! It's not like Sayaka at all!
Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Yep. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah. It's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
No, she's not! Ray! Val! Time out, Ray!
You know, we were the mastermind the whole time. Yes. Yes.
Correct.
I know I never asked... joking, Val. Don't time out Ray. Ray can have an opinion, but it's wrong. It's a very wrong opinion. I can't tolerate Kyoko slander. Cannot. She is not...
No, she's nothing like Sayaka. Sayaka used us from the get-go.
I know I never asked for your help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. No, Makoto, it's your personality.
No! Ray! You stand Toko and Genocide Jack and the other one. Is that wisdom? Is that the epitome of wisdom? Is it?
You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I don't think there's a lot...
No, because you can tell that she's not using us, because think back to the anime. Think to the anime.
Not Danganronpa the animation.
The anime! The future arc? Think back to it. She wouldn't have done that if she was just manipulating us this entire time. Would she? Would she have?
And no spoilers, though. I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father.
What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Yoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster?
Yeah, but she also becomes romanced by us in the end, so it's fine!
Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
Huh?
This is a flashback, we're having a flashback. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers were dumped on the floor. The only conclusion was that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
Okay, can we just talk about how great of a detective Kyoko is compared to Shuichi? Shuichi is not a good detective. He's not even close. He's not a good detective. He doesn't use any...
You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion...
No! She's not Sayaka back! Val, I take it back. Val, time out Ray. Val, time out Ray. Do it. Do it. A short timeout. Do it.
I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. Cool and collected beats emo and crying and he damn the week. Look. Look.
Okay, I mean...
The hat was a bad look. The hat kind of ruined it from the get-go. But Why is Ray still here? Val! Why is Ray still in my chat? But she walked in the room and she goes, the room's been torn apart. Looks like someone who doesn't typically live here was here. Someone who doesn't work here. Someone who doesn't know the area. Shuichi would have walked in and been like, I wonder what could have happened. Why did they ransack their own room like this? I just can't figure it out. And then Maki would walk in and be like, you think maybe somebody else was in and like they tore it up? And he's been like, well, I have to trust in my friends. I need to believe in my friends. You know, Zoomy Zoom, I thank you for the setup. Thank you. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, oh my god. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues. So I went to check.
Correct.
He would just be like, oh, it looks like they lost something. I wonder what they lost. Maybe if I look through all these papers and make an even bigger mess, I'll figure it out. Let me just disturb the evidence. And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. You're right. Shuichi would not do that. But also, Shuichi wouldn't examine a dead body himself. Shuichi would never. So, I'm sorry. I want to jiggle my foot, but I keep hitting wires whenever I jiggle my foot. Only one, it's one wire, but it's a thick boy. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
BRB zoomy zoom, alright. But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You'll need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. So, can we leave?
However...
Of course, right. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Kusaba, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Kusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean, because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Kusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim.
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... during the night?
I
can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death. Kyoko, what? What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me to cases, just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I suddenly had a sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key would wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So, all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
Monsters, welcome back!
You're talking about what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair.
No, monsters, don't ask about it. Don't ask. Ray, don't answer. Ray, I don't know where Val is, but I will time you out.
And that is our real enemy.
The end. Dun dun dun! Come on, I got a Dream Island rocket!
Mukuro Kusaba, the 16th student. Watch out for her.
No, she's not! No! No! Oh my god. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button too. Well, it was the right button, but I didn't grab. Ah! You don't like Sayaka, but you like Kyoko, right? Because they're not the same person. They're different. They're different. And we like Kyoko. Kyoko's a great person. We love Kyoko. I would give my life for Kyoko. In fact, I did. And I'd do it again. And I have done it again. Technically, because it's my second time playing the game. I'd do I'd do anything for Kyoko.
Don't want to end up in the middle of this? That's fair. That's fair.
I suppose that is fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Kyoko saves us whenever we don't quite understand what we are doing. And that's important.
Whoa, y'all, there's so many people live right now.
Goodness gracious. Well, I thank you all so much for being here. Wow. Ray, no. No.
You wanna watch some V3?
Let's see. Ray, you won't bite me. Zoomy Zoom, you're back. You're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad you're here. Let's see. What to do? What the heck? Yeah, we are about to raid. We're about to do our raid. After we have a little chit-chat. I will not continue. No. No. You can't challenge a god. I can't be wrong. No. Zoomy, you just missed out on a friendly little conversation between Ray and myself. How was everyone's Friday? My Friday was great until somebody decided to challenge me. Decided to try and tell me I'm wrong. Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
Yeah, you can't challenge literal space. Come on, guys. Come on. So tomorrow, I think if I remember right, it's basically chapter 6 is basically entirely investigation. Like, it's a long investigation and then there's the trial. So what I'm probably going to do, I know that it's 7 hours total. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the investigation. I'm gonna play up to the class trial tomorrow. And Sunday we're gonna do Minecraft with the Egg SMP. We're getting close to the trigger for that coming, so I won't link it. But we're getting my Egg SMP. It's not mine, but I play on it. You should go follow us on Twitter. Real cool.
You can follow me on Twitter too.
Is this the same shirt I wore on Wednesday? Did I wear this on Wednesday whenever I streamed? I think I did.
It's a pullover. I don't know. I just put something warm on.
I'm sorry y'all didn't ask for this.
Disgusting.
I'm sorry. I don't even know. I can't believe I just exposed myself like that. Anyway. And Monday, we're also going to be playing on the Egg SMP, and Wednesday, you know what's happening Wednesday?
Lemon's coming back on Wednesday, and on Wednesday we're going to read the Homestuck, and I know that probably none of you know what Homestuck is or even care about it. Most of you probably don't want to know what it is, and don't want to care about it, but you should come anyways, because it's not about Homestuck, it's about the vibes. It's about the vibes and the memories and the life that we experienced and the hell that was the Homestuck era back in 2015, 2016 for me and my friends. We sometimes go through old cosplay pictures. In fact, I have a special little surprise for Wednesday. I have a surprise for my Wednesday stream with Lemon. So you should come on Wednesday for the vibes, even if you're not into Homestuck. I promise. I promise you'll have fun. You'll have a lot of fun. You'll have a lot of fun, I promise. And then Friday, I guess we'll finish Trigger Happy Havoc. Yeah, probably. Next Friday, in exactly a week from now. Let's see here.
What? That was strange. That was very, very strange.
does she look so far into this game? Why do both of these people... They just started! Okay, alright. Ah, I clicked on the wrong button. What Sayaka did to Makoto is the reason you're brought. I don't like Sayaka, and it's not entirely. She used him the entire time, and it wasn't just like outright. Like. Anyways. Oh. Apparently my social thing didn't trigger, so I'm gonna trigger it. So if y'all want to check out my stuff on other socials. There they are. It just has a little bit of delay. I think my Discord is linked there as too, but we'll do a little bit of a Discord here too. So you can go to the Discord and join our Discord and hang out with all of us fun people. But on my social, you should follow me on Instagram, and if you subscribe to my YouTube, you can see all of my Danganronpa series. It is all uploaded on the YouTube, except I haven't finished replaying Trigger Happy Havoc, obviously, so not all of it is uploaded. It's about a week behind. So last week's episodes are going to be uploaded this week. But I have all of the second game and all of the third game uploaded. I've been uploading my I've been uploading Ultra Despair Girls as well. I think I'm gonna upload XMP if I'm allowed to, but I don't know yet if I'm allowed to re-upload it. So we'll see about that. Homestuck is also, you know what? If you want to come to the Homestuck stream on Wednesday, which you could because it's totally cool, you can check out the first 6 episodes. The first 6 parts on YouTube. They're all there. A couple of them are missing audio from Lemon because I went through a rough patch with Twitch soundtrack, so it's a little unfortunate, but it gets worked out. It gets worked out in like the next ones. It's fine. Yeah, you should totally check that out. But come back tomorrow so we can get started on chapter 6, okay, babies? Okay? Okay. Alright. Good to hear. Glad you will be coming back. Wrong buttons. Wrong buttons. I just can't seem to press the right buttons. Volume's not up high enough, didn't get me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I appreciate it. But I didn't. Oh. Where's the notification? What was that? I don't have a notification for it. I don't know who played that. Thank you. Thank you. It wasn't loud enough to get me though. I'm sorry. My volume isn't up very high because Danganronpa is so freaking loud. I still don't have a notification for that. That's really strange. Those monsters? Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know. I wish I didn't check it on, like, I didn't have it pulled up on, my thing. But I vaguely, like, I just caught it out of the corner of my eye on the other computer, but I still don't have a notification. Like, obviously, one of you played Jump Scare. And I really appreciate it. Because that was bits. Thank you for the bits. But I don't know who to thank. I don't have a message about it. If it was anonymously, I would still have had the thing. I feel played. I should have done it. Anyways. We're getting ready to raid. Oh, my leg hurts. My leg hurts so bad from being curled up. Maybe if y'all are nice to me, maybe if you're nice, I'll do a cosplay for these last 2 Trigger Happy Havoc streams. If y'all are nice to me, Ray, I'm joking. You're all nice. You're all nice enough. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Yeah, Ray. We are going to raid Smozart. Because if you remember, whenever we went for Chiaki's birthday, we were playing Dream Daddy, and I was in Chiaki cosplay, and they raided. And you know what? We gotta return the favor. Also, it looks like. Oh, what? It looks like she just started, like, still in the prologue of V3, which is super exciting. No spoilers, guys. Don't send any spoilers. Don't speak any lies, Ray. Don't spread arson. That's bad. I love you all so much. If you want to go on the raid, that would be heckin' cool. I miss you all so much already, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow, but it's always a day away. Just think of the days that's gray and lonely. Just pick up your chin and grin and say tomorrow. Okay, I'll stop. I'm sorry. I was thinking about Junko. See, the thing is, all of my lashes are bad. Yeah. So I have to buy new lashes, and I went to the other problem is that I can only do certain kinds of lashes because the lash bands are too thick and I can't make them work. I have to use really thin lash bands, and I don't have any eyelashes. So, you know. Anyways, y'all ready for that stream? It's gonna start counting me down soon. I love you, and I miss you, and Hangry, thank you so much for the compliment. You too, Voodoo. Thank you whoever donated the bits. I can't. I'm sorry I didn't react. I'm sorry that it didn't tell me who you were. But I'll react next time. Bye. Oh God, bye.